Christmas is almost here, and to say that I am ready would be a complete overstatement. No, just a lie. I just got back from shopping and I still didn't get everything I wanted to get, so I have to go back out again tomorrow, and I am just a little bit stressed about it, but in a good way. But also, my wife could have a baby at any moment, so this is just a crazy time of year on top of crazy time of year. Nevertheless, this afternoon I woke up from a nap to see that I had been tagged in a Christmas tag, and I barely have any time to complete it because Christmas is coming, but I thought it was going to be fun, and so I'm going to be tagging people at the end of this video. Don't feel bad. You should feel bad if you don't complete it before Christmas, but really don't feel bad. There's very, very little amount of time left. But I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to do this Christmas tag starting now. I was tagged by Marie McWilliams, your local booktube horror expert. She decided to do this Christmas tag and tag me, and now here's where we are. First question, what is your favorite Christmas movie? I like a lot of Christmas movies. The one I watch the most often is The Santa Claus, which I feel like is a common answer. Also Elf, another common answer, but I love a lot of classics like White Christmas, It's a Wonderful Life. I want to watch a bunch of the silly, crazy, corny, really, really bad, but kind of good Christmas movies that have been coming out on like Netflix and stuff, but I haven't done any of that this year because I'm behind on everything. Number 2, have you ever had a white Christmas? Yes, I live in the Midwest. I live in Nebraska. It's not that uncommon for me to have a white Christmas. It's not every year. I like it when it's a white Christmas. I'm dreaming of one. 3, where do you spend the holidays? If we're including the whole of the holiday season, I usually spend Thanksgiving with my extended family in Ohio, and then we usually do Christmas with my family. Like we do Christmas here with just our family, like in my own home, and then we go over to my parents later on, and then we try to get together with my wife's family usually after real Christmas in like January, because tickets are a lot cheaper. They live in California. It's a long flight, and we are having more people in our family as babies are born, and it's expensive. 4, what is your favorite Christmas song? Hark the Herald Angels Sing. As a Christian religious person, that's the best Christmas song, hands down. Don't at me, no questions asked. As far as other festive Christmas songs, I like the Christmas song, the like chestnuts roasting on an open fire song. Frankly, I like a lot of Christmas songs. Most of the traditional Christmas songs I would say I like. 5, do you open Christmas presents on Christmas Eve? So when I was a kid, we were allowed to open the presents from our grandparents, or at least one of the presents from our grandparents on Christmas Eve. As an adult, we usually let our kids open 1 or 2 basic presents. Like this year, I think we're going to let them open a present on Christmas Eve, and then we're going to go over to my parents' house and have some dinner. 6, can you name all the reindeer? Let's see, you got Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all, Rudolph? And I think there was a Christmas like special on Cartoon Network where there was all of the other reindeer. Get it? But I think he was a dog. What holiday traditions are you looking forward to the most? Don't have a lot of time left for these, but I'll talk about some of the holiday traditions we have. For some reason, we always go to my parents and eat pizza on Christmas Eve. That's coming up. For some reason, we always eat cinnamon rolls on Christmas morning. I love cinnamon rolls. There's no real reason for it, except they're just delicious. Other than that, one of my favorite things to do with the family is just load everybody up in the car and drive around to look at Christmas lights. Kids usually fall asleep, which means my wife and I get to talk in peace and quiet. My favorite. Is your Christmas tree real or fake? Definitely fake. I have the same fake Christmas tree that my parents bought when I was a small child. It's as old as I am, which is pretty old now. And it still pretty much functions as intended. We love it. It's just easier than a real tree. What is your all-time favorite food or sweet treat this kind of year? I don't really have that much of a sweet tooth, but I do like cranberry sauce. I like fruity desserts, cobblers, pies, cherry pie, apple cobbler, pumpkin pie, things like that. But sweets aren't really my favorite thing necessarily. As far as favorite food, I don't know. I love them all. Do you like giving or receiving gifts better? As a child, I definitely liked receiving gifts better. As an adult, I really like giving gifts. I love to surprise people with gifts that I feel like they're really going to like. And now that I have 2 small children and they're 4 and 2, their ages are just very perfect for getting gifts and having the fun reaction when they're super excited to see something. It's really fun. What is the best Christmas gift you've ever received? Most of the Christmas gifts that I've ever requested from my family were video games and video game related things. I remember getting a PlayStation 2 and a GameCube on different Christmases. I remember getting different video games on Christmases. I believe one Christmas I got a ticket to go see my then girlfriend, who is now my wife, and that was awesome. But yeah, unfortunately for BookTube's sake, most of them were video game related. What would be your dream place to visit for the holiday season? So here's the thing. I want it to be cold. I like it to be wintry, snowy kind of for Christmas. I also don't love going to big cities, especially now that I have children. So I kind of just love Christmas where we are. I wish that more of our extended family and friends could be with us. But I kind of don't have a dream place for Christmas specifically. I have places I like to visit, but for Christmas, I like to be at home with friends and family. 13, are you a pro-present rapper or do you fail miserably? I am the worst rapper musically and with gifts that can be. I am so bad at wrapping presents. My wife is so good and I am so terrible. It has become a joke in our family and now on my wife's Facebook community of friends that I am just absolutely horrible at wrapping gifts. It's now just a joke. Frankly, I don't even try anymore. I let it look as terrible as it is going to look. I don't give it an effort because my wife can at least laugh at it and the children laugh at it and it's a whole thing now. What is your most memorable holiday moment? I have so many. I've had good Christmas, New Year, Thanksgiving memories with all throughout the years. I'll say this one just because I saw a video of it recently and it made my heart happy, which was I saw a video of the first time that my wife and I set up our Christmas tree together in our little house. Our little house had barely any furnishings. There was nothing on the wall. We were just married in August. And it was really silly and corny, but we had a great time and I remember it and it was wonderful. 15, what made you realize the truth about Santa? I don't remember my parents ever telling me Santa was real, but they let us talk about Santa, and because I grew up to be a fantasy nerd, maybe it is related because I always have treated Santa like something that is obviously fake, but is a fun fantasy story to look at the lore for. And when I was a kid, I would compare the lore of the different Santa movies because I was a little nerd boy and I liked fantasy. What makes the holiday special for you? I have lots of answers for this. As a Christian, there is a religious element of Christmas that is very important to me and my family and friends. There is additionally the global it's a charitable season. People are generally kinder. People are in good mood. Everyone can bond over similar happy experiences. The decorations are beautiful. It's just, I like this time of year. There's so many wonderful things about it. Family and friends are close and people are a little bit more emotionally vulnerable than they normally would be. You can just be closer to those that you love. And that wraps it up. Thank you, Marie McWilliams, again for tagging me in this Christmas themed tag. I want to tag a couple people and you don't have very much time. I feel bad for you because you have even less time to make this video than me, so no pressure, but you should do it. I'm going to tag Deanie, who is a channel I've talked about before, who she likes video games, she likes books, she tries to find ways to make those work together, and she's a great fun channel and a great member of this community who's super awesome and supportive. I'm going to tag Emily Rose, who tagged me in the last video that I made that was a tag video, and she's another fun channel, and I think she would have a good time with this tag. Additionally, I'm going to tag Faye from Mystery Date with a Book. I know there's not very much time, but maybe this is a chance for her to use her I think she got some new camera and audio gear. Might be a chance for her to do that. Also, I know the time in the UK is different than here, so maybe she has even less time than me. I think they're ahead of us, so good luck with that, Faye. In case I don't get another video out before Christmas, which is probably the case, Merry Christmas to all of you. I will probably get something between Christmas and New Year's, we'll see. But otherwise, Merry Christmas to you all, and to all a good night or day or whenever you're watching this video. To kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to